In this video, we're going to tour around citsci.org. All of our data collection will live in this open source software program available for citizen scientists. So you're going to want to sign up for this and you'll get invited to our project. Our project does not have open membership, but many citizen science projects do. If you're really into this, I would look around at the other 390 projects in this website and see how you might apply your knowledge in other ways. All right, we're going to go to our project here. Okay, Rocky Mountain Field Institute Restoration Monitoring. So when you come in here, you can click on these tabs to open them up. So the wiki is, for all intents and purposes, our homepage right now. There are two other websites of interest that you'll want to go to. We'll go visit these in the resources tab, but let's carry on. So under the questions tabs, we have our research questions. These are in the introduction video of the training program, but our research questions for this project are: how does the trail change over time? How do slope and aspect relate to trail tread depth and width? Do structures slow the rate of change on a trail? Is this correlated with slope and aspect? Do trail improvements redirect traffic onto the designated trail, thereby reducing vegetation impacts on social trails? Here in our resources tab, we see these two websites again. Let's go to them right now. So the first points to the Rocky Mountain Field Institute Citizen Science webpage. Our training videos might live here, but right now they're on YouTube. Now let's go back to this other website. This WordPress site has a lot of cool information about how this program has developed as part of my dissertation research. You can see some early work I did, and down here are some papers I've written. So if you're really interested in the program development, these papers would help you to understand that perspective. So we have our training pre-quiz. Hopefully it will live here in citsci.org, but I am currently building it in Google Forms because this is not fully functioning. In the forum, we have a discussion. So if you have a question, please put it here. And this is kind of like a question log. If questions come up, I can make more videos to address it, or I can edit a video if something's really confusing. Or if you perhaps are looking for a volunteer partner, there's lots of reasons why you might use this forum. But it's always a great idea to keep this public to our community so we can be communicating with each other. Now, if you go out to collect data, you're going to need a data sheet. And we have two data sheets, one for trail measurements and one for cover measurements. Notice that I have no richness data sheet right now because we have no intention of collecting richness data at this moment. To use the spreadsheet, you'll just click Enter Data. And then you'll come through here. This will be populated because you'll be logged in. So any comments at all, write a whole storybook here. This can be really helpful. What did you encounter? What tool needs did you have? Any sort of challenges or questions. Okay. You can use MapQuest to find your location, latitude and longitude, or ask us. We have all of this in the office from the restoration projects. To record the date, your name, comments. The elevation, again, you just need to, you can find this on the internet or on a Maps app. This kind of information won't change from month to month when you record the data. You can describe your general location, like the name of the trail or where you are on it. It's important that you tell us when you started and when you finished your time because we record volunteer impacts. We want to know how much time did you spend working on this, and we can report that to our funders. So you're going to record aspect and slope. Again, this is something you only need to record the first time you go out to make baseline measurements. Those things don't change, so they don't need to continue to be recorded. Going to measure the length of the trail. This is the longitudinal measurement. And then you're going to give a point name. Okay, so this could be 0 feet is your point name. Where are you on the longitudinal transect? Okay, it might be 30 feet. Okay. Then you're going to measure the trail width in inches and the trail depth in inches. And then when you go on to the next point, you'll give it the next logical name, 30 feet, 60 feet, 90 feet, and trail width, trail depth, all the way down. Hopefully I've given you enough fields here to work with. Then you're going to work your photo points into this data sheet by uploading the files here. Right here, I forgot to mention, are directions about how to take your measurements and how to label your photo point photos. So here's an example. Where were you? Well, if you're taking the photo point at the beginning of the measurement area, it'd be 0 feet, the trail name, and the date. Okay, and then you click submit, and off you go. I'm not going to click submit right now because this is not a real data sheet. Know that you can do this on your phone while you're out there, or you can print this page and upload it later when you get home, but you can use a data signal in the Garden of the Gods. No problem. Let's go back to submit data. Here we have another data sheet. Vegetative cover measurements looks very similar. We have the date of the measurement, your name, your comments, where you are. Okay, date, name, comments, elevation, general location, start time, end time, aspect, slope. The length of the trail, the longitudinal measurement, and then the point name, 0 feet, 10 feet, 30 feet, and then the percent cover, point name, percent cover, onward. Hopefully this gets you to the end of the trail. You collect your photo point data and submit. Okay, those are the data sheets. Now we don't have any data, so this doesn't look too exciting, but the cool thing about this website is we can see our data in real time, we can analyze it, we can look at graphs of it by using these tabs over here. Media is where your photo point photos end up. I think there's a lot we can do using citsci.org, but this is just the tip of the iceberg as we get started.